Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we are in Minecraft on the Citadel server trying to wrap up Westhill. We've got a couple of custom cliff adjustments to make today. We should wrap it up. I don't imagine it'll take the entire stream. So I also have to think about like what we're going to do next, and I might even have to look up the coordinates for my sci-fi area, which I haven't yet even plugged into the map. I've looked them up on a chunk base tool, but I haven't actually found them in the game, I don't think anyway. So that could be on the list. I'm aiming to wrap up Westhill by Saturday, so I'm taking my time. I'm not gonna push through and do like any long streams, but in between now and the final stream for Westhill on Saturday, I'm probably gonna pop in offline and just kind of like walk around, make sure I didn't miss anything, that kind of stuff. Because otherwise I'd just be kind of giving a tour ahead of the tour. And the plan is to have a couple of friends come on and tour the server. So Pixriffs has already said that he'd be on board. So hopefully we'll be able to do that in the next little bit. I don't know when is a good time for him. I might do it on the Tuesday or Thursday streams because he streams at that time anyway. And so it might be an easy bit of content for him. And so it also lines up with my stream time as well. So we could have a nice overlap there. Yeah, we don't want to have a tour within a tour, Dan. Exactly. Also, good to see you. Hello, Blast Jordan. Welcome in. Music Free Gaming. Welcome back. And Cheese Cat. Welcome back. Good to see all the regulars in chat. We're just going to flip right over. There's nothing new to report that's online. I did record a new episode of the Citadel Cafe last night with Steven, but it is not yet published. But we talked about Fantastic Four, K-pop Demon Hunters, To Be Hero X, and Borderlands 3, and the upcoming Borderlands 4, which I would love to stream on this channel. However, I didn't realize that Borderlands 4 was going to be $90 Canadian. And I have not been overly impressed with Borderlands 3, as I talked about on the show last night. So I may or may not be buying that right away. I might wait for like a Steam sale or something for Borderlands 4. That is, I don't think it's enough of a game for me for 90. I do like it. I'm a Borderlands fan. I've played all three of them. I really like 2. And I did stream 3 for a little bit, and then I fell off, and I picked it back up on Xbox, and I've been playing my playthrough there on Xbox. So I much prefer first-person shooters with a mouse. It's very different content compared to what I normally play with Satisfactory and Minecraft, so it's a bit of a step. Also, there's a new update from No Man's Sky out right now, and every time I return to that game on stream, I tend to get frustrated. So also something that I've been playing on Xbox, but I have to then combine the streams or combine the games because I've got a Steam save and then I've got a Game Pass save, and I think in order to get, like, I'd have to resubscribe to like Game Pass Ultimate to get access to it on PC. So we'll have to see what I can come up with. So the Corvette stuff in update 6 for No Man's Sky does look really cool. But again, it's just a matter of like when is the best time for that. Really, Satisfactory is one of the games I'm going to be returning to because we've got unfinished projects in that too. And I like the feeling of wrapping up long-term projects. And so Satisfactory is definitely going to be a good place to aim to do that. 7 BWGT, hello, welcome in. If I lie about the tour, it's a tourception. I don't know about tourception, but yeah, I don't want to do several tours. I want to do like one, hopefully one good tour of the area. And it's hard to even say like one good tour because like who knows? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do all of this stuff in one tour. It's a large area. I guess it depends on how much time Pix wants to spend walking around. We're going to grab a couple of these boxes. We're going to grab the dirt, grass, moss, that. We need bushes, bone meal, flowers. And we also need andesite and stone. I don't think I need cobble and tuff. We'll bring it anyway. And I think that's probably it. Plus an empty shulker box for the doodads and that. And I think that should be all we need. I will no doubt come back if I need more. Seven, I'm doing well, thank you. Chill morning. It's almost fall feeling. I noticed yesterday when I was walking home from the gym around 4 o'clock how low the sun was in the sky, and I was just like, this is really pretty, but it's also sad. September and October are my favorite times of year as far as the light goes. Like, it's great for photography and hiking and stuff. It's also not as hot, but it also means in Canada here, that winter is coming. And I can't believe that it's the end of August. So we made a lot of progress here yesterday. This is what we did yesterday. We did all of this grass stuff. We did some shaping at the top. We did all of this through here. This custom rock was already done. We did all of this along here. Added in a couple of lanterns. This is a very straight path. I might, if I was to do this on my own, I would probably customize this cliff and make this not a dead straight line. But this is just this is the edge of my build area. This is where my build stops, and this is just open server. So we really didn't spend a lot of time here. I might throw in some textures here later. We also worked on this cliff. This was not very nice looking. I don't know if I have a before screenshot. I should have taken one, but it is now a lot nicer looking. We also have, I've got some spots I might want to fill in with some tree leaves. But we have the other side to do. So what we did not do the other day was anything from here over. We didn't do anything that way. It was all that face. So we're going to go do that face now. And I'm trying to think about the best place to set up. It's probably going to be right where we were. And there's already some custom stuff happening down here. Very empty. So yeah, so there's already a bit of a custom rock here, but there's no... oh, there's some slabs in through here, I guess. But yeah, this needs a lot of grass and stuff on it. There's already a custom tree there. Thanks for the follow, 7 and Dungeon Reaper. Appreciate it. Blaster, when you're ready for the autumn to come? Yes, I'd imagine where you are, that summer is probably pretty unbearable. Don't think we're going to loop around and work on that stuff. I think we're probably going to leave a lot of this as it is. Really, it's just the visible stuff up here. Right. Well, I'm not going to be crossing the river every time I want to go back to a shulker box, so let's go back up. This is all so old too. Like, I want to resist revisiting older builds, fixing them up. Let's move that. Oh, it's going to go over the grass. Rayquaza, I hope I'm saying that right. Thanks very much for the follow. Appreciate it. How'd you find the stream? If you're new, please say hi. We're a pretty chill bunch. Oh, that sounds close. What is a GCSE? Just saw the interesting title and thought you'd join. Very cool. Well, welcome in. Here, I'll give you a quick look. So this is a 4-year-old area. Everything from that point there's a road that comes through here, and then everything inside this valley has been touched by me somehow. The border is about there, and then obviously everything over there is just open server, but then everything on this side is what we've been working on the last couple of days, just kind of like touching this up. And of course the town has been the bulk of that time. We even did some custom landscaping on that mountain. Like, it's just been all over the place for the last few years, in a good way. Like, it's been a really fun project for sure. Hey, herding cats, how's it going? Hopefully it's going better than herding cats. I guess I need to just have a vantage point here of like, what do I need to actually do? I think we need to it might be good to like maybe change some of this into stone. Yeah. Bring the stone around to there. We'll start with that. I find a nice trick is just like removing the dirt blocks and then just replacing them verbatim with stone. It's a good starting point. Let's see. Oh, no, not good. Farther down. I really should have brought over some stone slabs. Hey, there's Cosmic Dancer. Silvery and Low, hello. Man, my frame rate is rough today. I'm not sure what's going on. Don't know about this, but we'll give it a go. Looks okay. Don't know what we're going to do about that. We might end up actually just removing that tree. Man, nothing makes you dizzier than looking straight up in Minecraft. So I don't want anything to have too much. I feel like we have to make more of this stone. Too much dirt, I suppose, is a little bit odd looking. Poldre, I hope that's how I'm supposed to pronounce that. Welcome in. Thanks for follow. Not looking forward to the end of vacation herding cats. I haven't had vacation in like 7 years. Yeah, that's starting to look a little bit better. I like. So I think the thing to do here is just drop all of these to 1 block above stone. And then these could be at most 2. probably cover a lot of that up. Look like there's any spaces that are more than 3 tall, except for maybe down the bottom. Actually, let's do that. Right, so then down here it's got a cool custom rock, but then there's some weird stuff happening in between the cliff here. That should be okay. Fix that? I think it does. But it creates a few more problems higher up. Bane of my existence. Oh, that's good. Actually, that was okay too. You're in home ed, so school time is a busy time for me. Holidays is the break. Yeah, nice. I got a couple friends that are teachers. I think that's pretty good. I do want to mess around a little bit with the top. I think maybe we can change this. Some of this is just practice. Like, it's just me trying to figure out what works and what doesn't. I think that could actually be a full block. Yeah. Yep. I think go get some bone meal. We can come through here and make the changes we want. What I should be doing is grabbing some ferns too. Whoop, there's a tree there. We are definitely going to need more than 20 ferns. Whoops. Crap. Well, that wasn't very productive. I really wish that they would be more consistent with vegetation in terms of whether you need shears or not shears. I find it a real pain. Couple stacks should be okay. Mistakes were made, yeah. 100%. I'm going to need a pair of shears soon, too. It's funny, it's so much brighter over here because there's nothing blocking the sun. When I was working over there, by the time you could sleep, it felt so dark because the shadows were being cast by the trees and the cliffs. But because we're over here and the sun sets like kind of like right there, it's still bright when you get into bed. It's kind of funny. I didn't bring any. I guess we'll just do it this way. Try to spread them out a little bit. This is the tedious part. Pretty effective though. Cool. I think that's everything. Yep, I have to go over the other side. Nice. Hundreds of blocks around your base, and I wipe out the too tall grass. Yeah, I like it for some things. Prefer it on cliffs as opposed to on the tops of stuff. I really want to focus on the side as opposed to the back. When you do this and you miss a spot, you absolutely notice it. Oh yeah, you find the tall grass hides creepers. I can see that. Burns too. Ferns too. Yeah, I'd say that's a simple solution. So now we just have to go down around the corner. Really, I should just be able to hit this with bone meal. Call it done. And pepper in a couple of these guys. For whatever reason, ferns next to trees look really good. They really sell what's going on, I think. Silver, you should always get breakfast. You should get breakfast even when it's dinner time. I don't know why I brought the flowers. I know I don't have room for them. I think so. Well, I guess I do. I don't keep that in there. It'd be more organized. Don't know why I would need that many dandelions. Maybe someday. So just the tip there, and maybe some stuff down here, and I would say some extra grass in there. Trying to think about this, how a player would view it, which is not flying around, but like from the bridge or from the farm. Herding cats, need to head off. Thanks very much. Appreciate you being here. I'd like to put in some ferns too. Don't think I want to do anything special over here. There is a little look off here. We could put a few reeds in there, which could be nice looking. It does feel kind of boring. I think I've got the stuff to do that. I do not. Acacia. It was jungle. The one green bin I did not bring. Those are some fun emotes, Cosmic. Do people find that emotes are a big draw for subbing to a channel? Or is it more about supporting your favorite creators? And then the emotes are just like a bonus. Because I've only got like 3 or 4. Both, says Dan. I guess I should really get on top of my other emotes then. Let's just take a look and see how we did this over here. Yeah, those are definitely jungle leaves. Bally, you're more about supporting the creators. Music Free Gaming, I've never felt the need to subscribe to somebody for their emotes. And Sierra Mysteria says the emotes are a big deal. Okay. Emotes are fun to have, but supporting is better. Yeah, I mean, I think the key thing is that like when you get an emote from a creator, you get to then use that in other channels across Twitch. Oh, I didn't bring a bucket. Whoops. So much flying back and forth. Where else do I want to put some reeds? Maybe back here would be good. Oops. Bally, it's more about supporting the creators. I watch a lot more YouTube than I watch on Twitch. Even streams I've started watching on YouTube, the creator streams there. I need to really figure out like dual streaming, like streaming both to YouTube and to Twitch at the same time. I feel like it would be challenging keeping up with both chat rooms, but oh boo, subscribing at tier 1, 44 months. Saying hi gang, hi Obu. Thanks very much for the support. That's amazing. And you're off the lurk. Fair. Fair. Can I put grass back on top of that? Can. And I don't know, I might be able to put this on rooted dirt maybe? Yeah, okay, cool. Man, time flies when you're adding details. I find most of the dual stream people I've watched seem more engaged with YouTube chat for whatever reason. Funny, I find the opposite. I find that the folks that I watch, like Total Eclipse and others, are more engaged with Twitch than they are YouTube. Co Carnage does a really good job of both. I find that that's something he does very well. I feel like there's an app or a plugin or something for OBS that I can get both into the same chat room, I think. Oh, that's, I forgot that that was on some low-lying ground that's going to get the morning sun. That's awesome. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Might want a little bit more density over here. Looks good to me. Just a little Easter egg for anybody that wanders up this path. That's fun. Use a little bit more going on up here. Cool. So I think we can start heading back the other direction in this area. Cosmic Dancer, thanks very much for the break reminder. So it looks like I'll be doing that area after the break. And this feels a little empty too. I wonder if I can just quickly hit this with some bone meal and then kill the flowers. Weird that it doesn't do anything. So strange. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that's overgrown the path a little bit. Oh, not there. A little deja vu. I feel like I've tried that before. A little bit better. Sure. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, time to take a short break. I guess we'll go into the inn with one of the closer beds or places that I know is safe. Cool. I will be back in 5 or 6 minutes, folks. I do this once an hour. It's good, healthy streaming. Grab yourself a snack, maybe a friend, let them know that we're streaming. I'll be right back. One of the unfortunate things about using beehives in decoration is that if you've got bees nearby at a nearby farm, they will commandeer the beehives and fill them with honey. I think there's one in here. Yeah, look, there's one in there too. The bees can fit through the windows, and so he'll just fly in here and use these because they're within a certain radius. And they've got a huge radius in terms of what they can use as a beehive. So once they fill up the hive that they're in, they'll just start looking for others. Obviously, it's a mob farm once things get going. Cosmic, bring me out of a lurk by killing flowers in your game. Yeah. It's just that easy. That's looking pretty good. Not liking the look of the creeper. I don't think I want to get into like landscaping over there. I think that's going to be a little bit overkill. We'll see. I might go back on that, but for now, I think we can just come in here and start to smooth this out. Oops. Very good. I missed this spot over here, maybe? No, it's just a weird corner. Good. Need to find a space where I can go make more bushes. Be pretty easy to do over here. You can tell where I've been harvesting my grass from. Do we need? Yes. I really wish it was more consistent. I find it confusing which items you need shears for and which ones you don't. I'm sure there's lots of people that are glad you don't need shears for flowers. Low on grass again, surprisingly. Yeah, it's just a little bit of kind of empty area over there. Nothing too crazy. Actually, you know, another bush here would be good. That helps fill that in a bit. Actually, maybe both of these could be bushes. A little bit better, and then maybe we can use this one too. Yeah. Actually, yeah, that's okay too. And maybe another one back here. Oh, nope. And then we're into this area here, and this needs extra trunk. Looks pretty good to me. Canada Raz, hello. Looks good, looks good. Z Sigmas, hello. Yeah, having a good day. Just chill. Finishing up some landscaping. I'm trying to make sure I'm not dilly-dallying, but I'm also making sure that I'm not feeling too much pressure. Like I want to finish this by Saturday. Basically, that's the deal. Some brown concrete. I can probably, like, I can feel that I can find something to do, you know? And I'm trying to resist just doing stuff because I need something to do as opposed to something that actually needs some attention, you know? The dirt slabs are not a mod. They are a data pack. They are petrified oak slabs. And you just use the data pack to craft petrified oak slabs in survival. They're part of creative, but they're not part of survival natively. So you just use the data pack for that. And then you just change your texture in a resource pack from oak planks to coarse dirt. And they're coarse dirt slabs, not dirt slabs, just so you're clear. Looks like the copper update is finished, and I'm sad because Mojang had another opportunity to make copper blocks placed under note blocks produce music box sounds, and they didn't. Yeah, that's a cool idea. That's a cool idea to add some functionality to copper that doesn't, like, you know, break the game or do anything too crazy. What do note blocks do now underneath copper blocks? What's the sound that they make? I don't actually know. I mean, I might be able to find out. There's an oak block and there's a copper block. We can find out right now. My note blocks are retextured to crates, which is very useful. And copper blocks are in there. It has to be on. Put it under, right? I have my note blocks very quiet. So it's just default. Wood is like a bass drum or something, isn't it? Oh no. Something else entirely. I would have thought that they would have done something different. I think you're right. I think it's a missed opportunity. Huh. Is it stone that makes a different noise? Oh yeah, that's awful. All right, I think we've got this hill sorted. I don't think there's anything I'm saying. I got a couple of trees I want to patch up. Looks pretty good. I might actually pop in there and soften some of those corners up with a bush. It's a good trick if you find that some of your areas are just a little bit hard on the corners. You can pop in a couple of these usually. Helps a little bit. Breaks up the brown. Nice. There's a post on the feedback page and the suggestion subreddit, but I guess they don't see it and had another reason not to include it. Well, maybe. I could see them doing a drop where like music is the focus and they would update like a bunch of stuff for that as opposed to just like adding this one other thing. Because like you make one adjustment for copper. Granted, this would have been a good one to do it in. I agree, Sigmund's. But I feel like if you want to do a lot, or if you want to do just one, there's going to be a bunch of people asking about like, well, why not other blocks, right? I am running out of rooted dirt. Right, so there was this tree on the back, and then there's this tree up the top too. This is an oddly shaped tree. It's a little bit better. Whoops. I'm guessing there's a skeleton walking around in there. Yep. Okay. And then there was another tree up there, but I've got to sleep first. Well, that's a pretty picture. Oh, I might have missed it. Crap. Hoping for a music update. I think it's an underrated, underutilized part of Minecraft. Yeah, I agree. I think it's cool. I think it's cumbersome, and I think that's why people don't use it more. If it was more straightforward, I think that it would be better. There's a little hollow on the backside. Four. Nope, I hit the wrong button. Minecraft is lacking a bit when it comes to ambient sounds. Yeah, that I agree with. That I agree with. Kind of want to put custom branch on that. Maybe right up at the top. Maybe a little one. I think yes, but I don't think the slab is going to work. I think we just have to go with the fence gate. Yeah, that's better. Guess we could put a little bit more on this one too. Oh, that seems like a bit of a copy. I feel like it needs something. That's a little bit better. Just to have them not look so basic. Oh, that was a mistake on that one. Put that back. Nice. I definitely screwed up that tree with the bee nest in it, though. That was better the way it was. Maybe we'll take some stuff off the top. That's a little bit better. There we go. This camera mod, to be able to back up and look at stuff, is invaluable. It saves you so much time in flying around. Oh, that was not where I wanted to put that. Down here. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty cool looking cliff. Pretty happy with all of that. So the only other question I have in this area is, should I put in some work on that side of the river over there? Really can't see it from many places. Here would be the only spot. And then there is this like kind of aqueduct thing. And this is very empty. I mean, this could be very easily just hit with some bone meal. Just wild area, you know? I wish there was something you could do about not getting flowers. I know that's part of the game, but there was a different way to do it. Or at least have the game give us a variety. Like I'm so full up on poppies and dandelions. That probably helps a bit. Yeah. See if I can get in here for that screenshot before it goes away. I might have missed it again. Just add a sign that says not part of Westhill. Job done. Nice. Don't look here. Another sign behind it. I told you, don't look here. Yeah, that helps a little bit, doesn't it? I don't know why I have to get rid of the flowers. It just kind of makes my eye twitch. It's like it's a weird color distraction, and otherwise what would probably be just natural greenery. But I guess flowers could grow. I just don't ever remember seeing poppies or dandelions near rivers around here. I find that sometimes you feel like you might be doing something that's overkill, but then the layers is what really sells a lot of this stuff. So you think that, you know, 1 to 2 layers deep is good. Sometimes going 3 to 4 just really adds an extra oomph. Yep, I think it might be worth tackling that. All right, I will figure that out. Also, if you're running out of space for storage poppies and dandelions, add them to the relevant storage chests in my flower farm in Somerville. I'll take care of them for you, by which I mean use them. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I guess that's fair. I borrow a lot of stuff from you, Cosmic. I could definitely ease up my storage and get rid of some flowers. Yeah, so I'm not gonna do it today, but I think that like the next stream we do tomorrow, we'll handle that. Because that was simple. Like that was fairly straightforward. Although, how much time do I have? You know, yeah, we could probably do it today. I feel like that really kind of fixed things pretty quickly, right? Went from looking boring and bland and untouched to looking pretty good. I think we can probably just come up through here and just make everything that little bit smoother. Really specific kind of green too, because it's a birch forest. I don't think you're going to see much through here. I guess a lot of this has to be grass. And the rest of this we can just hit the grass and then it'll grow over eventually. Couple spots. Thought there was a couple spots. Oh, there's two. Yeah. Maybe we'll just pop in a couple of ferns here and there. Or maybe just the one, because that's the only bone meal I have. Cheese cat just fell into a pit in your hardcore world where the only bit of pale forest generated in a massive dark oak biome, and I got ganged up on by 3 creaking. Oh no, that's terrible. That's why I don't play hardcore. Yeah, I think that helps quite a bit actually. I'm gonna go get just a little bit more bone meal. Got it. Ha. Aldebar. When I have areas like that, I build a tree to block the view of the area so it is not visible from the path. That's clever. That's clever. Yeah, I think we're good. What I want from a Minecraft update is an elytra and water update where it stops you from skipping around like a fish out of water. That's what I want. More flowers for Cosmic. I've collected an absolute ton. A little bit silly. Yeah, I think that's good. Not a very important part of the build, so you don't want to spend too much time on it. But I think, as far as I can tell, that really wraps up this whole section. That really did not take as long as I thought it was going to. That's good. All the brown in there is just tree trunks. It's hard to tell in the morning because, of course, the sun is on the other side. Yeah, I'm quite happy with that. Nice. Oh, I guess I should leave this down. One of these goes in there too. Oh, it's that one. Oh, something just broke there. I think that was grass. From the sound of it. Oh, that's supposed to go in there too. The trees form a strange arch over there? I didn't see anything. Can I just point out that you are admin on the server and could have probably used your super admin powers to set the time of day to that screenshot at any point? Yeah, that's fair. It's not as fun though. Oh, you mean that? That's fine. They don't really touch, they're just overlapping. It's just because of that big tree in the background. If anything, maybe like a third birch tree there would make sense. Nice, yeah, that worked out really well. Cool. That looks a little bit funny to me, but I don't think I need to fix it. Thanks, Cosmic. Yeah, I'm gonna wrap things up. I'm gonna go edit a podcast. It all looks pretty good to me. I guess there is still maybe that side of that could be done. I need to walk around and like take a look at everything and make some notes. lucked out because some of the stuff in the distance is actually pretty cool looking. And it feels really, really cool to finish this. So the only thing left to do is the double check, really, as far as I can tell. I need to go through this on my own over the next little while. And like probably later today or tomorrow morning. One of these is food. Pick up some space. Where was that supposed to go? I guess maybe the shears don't normally go in there. Well, I think that's a pretty successful renovation or landscaping attempt on the East Cliffs. I think that went very, very well. We are going to wrap up a little bit early today because I've got some podcast editing to do, but I'm going to send you along to somebody else playing either Minecraft or No Man's Sky, depending on what you guys are looking to do. Megabytes Live. There's a one-shot SMP that they're wrapping up. False Symmetry just started. Happy to have some requests from chat. If you want to go to False or Megabyte or Soup for Eloise, depending on who your streamer preferences are, just let me know. So the only thing left to do on Westhill now is just a double check for me off stream where I'm going to walk around, kind of make maybe a short list of things that I want to do. I could be finishing that up on Friday, tomorrow. I might also do something different tomorrow just to give myself a break, depending on the list. At some point, either today or well, I guess tomorrow or Saturday, we might adventure around on the server and look for the location where I want to put the next zone, the next sci-fi zone. So that's kind of on the list. I don't think there's going to be like a big event when I wrap up Westhill. I think I kind of want to give it some time for the dust to settle in case I think of something else. But then we will have like a proper tour. Pixar said that he would be interested in coming on the server and walking around and talking about it, so that could be fun. I have to talk to him about when that's going to be, so we'll have to see. There is a bonus podcast coming up this Saturday for the Spawn Chunks, so if you're a member of the Patreon, then you'll get the Hangout. It's the Minecraft Hangout at 10 a.m. Atlantic on Saturday, and so I've got a full day with the podcast and then the stream in the afternoon. You can follow me on social media, very easy to find, and of course Spawn Chunks on your favorite podcast app. The Citadel Cafe is the podcast I have to go edit this afternoon. That should be out either today or tomorrow. That's episode 497 where we talked about Fantastic Four, K-pop Demon Hunters, and more. It was a really, really fun chat with Steven last night, so that's kind of where we are with everything. You can of course follow me here on Twitch or on YouTube at Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube, and here it's just Joel Duggan. I mean, you're already here on Twitch if you're watching this, but if you're watching this later on the VODs channel, then please go ahead and subscribe there. It's free, and you'll get updates whenever I do new VODs. I'm actually thinking about breaking my VODs down into shorter chunks. So instead of like a 2-hour VOD, you might get like maybe 4 half-an-hour videos. So keep an eye out for new stuff happening over there. And I'll pass you along to, let's go with False Symmetry. We haven't rated False in a while, and it looks like they're just starting up on Hermitcraft. So I will see you folks tomorrow. Bye for now.